Hello everyone, welcome to my garden. My name is Wilda, and in my channel I love to share everything I do around the garden. My gardening channel is actually in Spanish, but I decided to make some videos in English for the people that don't speak Spanish that would like to see videos in English. This one in particular is for my son-in-law, Andy. And finally, we are already in spring here in Virginia. Things are growing in my garden. I already planted some cool season crops and they are sprouting, they are growing, everything looks great. And I would like to share this with you. So stick with me. I'm gonna give you a tour of my garden to show you what is happening and what is growing so far in my garden. Let's go. Okay, I'm gonna start with this box. And in here, we already have growing spinach. And I have some lettuce in here also. I have been eating spinach and lettuce from this here, and they are delicious. In here, we have some other kind of lettuce growing. They are smaller because I just put these seeds not too long ago. And in here also, the same kind of lettuce. And all this in here is bok choy. And it's growing really good. All these are bok choy. In this section here, we have red Swiss chard. And all this section that you see the plants so tiny is because I just put the seeds a few weeks ago. The second box in here, I have a second section here of spinach already growing. And again, these seeds, I put them not too long ago and they are already growing. In here, I have very tiny, you can see here, very tiny lettuces growing already. This is another kind of lettuce. In this section, I have sweet peas. And look how pretty the little plants look. Here we have carrots growing and they are super tiny, but you can see they are already germinating. In the other half of the box, we have red onions and the plants are looking very good. And in this box here, we have garlic. I planted my garlic in the fall and look at these plants. They are growing beautifully and I am very excited about my garlic because I have never grown garlic before in my garden. Now in this section we have an empty spot that I planted some potatoes in here with the garlic. If we move to this box, I have the asparagus and they are growing already. Look at this. Beautiful asparagus. I have in this box 12 plants of asparagus. The asparagus is something that you have to be very patient because after you plant asparagus, you have to wait 2 years for harvest. And I've been patient and this is my 3rd year and look at this beauty. I already harvested the other day some and ate it and it was delicious. In this box, I have my strawberry plants and you can see that they already have flowers. So the strawberries are coming. And if we move to this other box, I have potatoes and they are already growing. Potatoes is something that can stand the cold pretty good also. And half of this box I'm growing Kennebec, I think is the name. And in this other half, nothing is growing yet because I planted this like a few weeks later. And it's Rio Grande potatoes, so 2 different kinds of potatoes in this box. This pot, I also put a few plants of potatoes and they are growing too. As you see, I have never tried growing potatoes in a pot, so I decided to try as an experiment this year. And in this little box in here, we have some kale already growing. The seeds already sprouted, so you can see the little plants. Lilies in here, I planted this one a few weeks ago, but this one is from 2 years ago and look how pretty and big is now. In here, and this one is the same one, is Echinacea. This is a medicinal plant and attracts bees like crazy. In here I have some succulents. They are already growing, very pretty. And this box is a new addition. In here I put some dahlias and one is already growing in here. So my plan is to fill all this box with flowers that attract pollinators to the garden. If I come to the other side, I have these ones that I planted a few weeks ago, and these ones also attract bees and pollinators like crazy. I think the name of this plant is pink cushion, I think it is. Here I have a succulent. Look how pretty it's already growing. Here we have another succulent growing. And in here I have this tower full of strawberry plants. Never tried it before. This is my first year trying to grow strawberries in a tower like this. So we'll see how it's gonna work for me. But so far they are looking good. In this corner I have a raspberry bush, and look how many little ones are growing around it. Let me tell you a little bit about raspberries. You have to be very careful with raspberries because they are invasive. If you let them grow without cutting and without removing, they will take over. So now I have to decide which ones I want to remove. In this other box, I have more strawberry plants and they are growing, and I have more onions that I have leftovers from the ones that I planted in the other box. And in here, I have my grape plant. I noticed that it's really starting to bud. In here, I have some buds that are growing. This other box, I have some cilantro growing already in here. And in here, I have some red Swiss chard that I put some seeds not too long ago, and they are already growing. They germinated already, as you see. And let me show you real quick the new addition in my garden is this house that I love because it's where I keep all the things that I need to work in my garden. Let me show you real quick the inside. And I have all the tools, everything that I might need to work in my garden, I keep in here now. So I'm very happy about this house because before having this house, I had all my tools, all the things that I used to work in the garden all over the place, and sometimes I couldn't find it when I needed it. So now I have everything in one place, very handy. Okay, friends, I think this is going to be all for now. I think I gave you a good overview of the garden, what's happening, what's growing right now. I will keep you posted in the progress of my garden in the future. So until next time, God bless you. Bye-bye.